everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Ghost Rider Jason. We're right back here with Hogwarts Legacy again. And yeah, these videos are gonna be a little late this week. I do apologize for that. Just some things happened this week and I just fell behind, I guess, what you'd really call it. Yeah, I've been that, so these videos will be a little late this week, which I do apologize about immensely. I am sorry about that, but yeah, these videos are going to be a little lackish. I've just been a little busier than usual, and pretty soon I'm going to be even more busy, but hopefully I can record a lot of that. But until then, I guess we're back here with Hogwarts Legacy, and yeah, because I wasn't here, well, technically, let's put it this way, I wasn't here for at least a little while. I haven't recorded in a little while. I haven't had time to even play this game on my off time, so technically I've barely done anything, so it's still roughly around the same. I still have the same animals and a couple other things, but hopefully I can get right back on that very soon, immediately. So I hope you guys, but before we get into this, I hope you guys like this video, I hope you guys like the series, and I hope you guys like everything else so far. And later on this week, my new game is coming out. In fact, probably a day before or a day after this video airs. I don't know when, but somewhere the new game will be out. So be looking for that. I hope you guys will. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys subscribe. I really do. I hope you guys stick around for future content. And I guess on that note, let's get in here, see where we left off. Which I know, I was running over to see Poppy from what we did in the last, I think it was last video or 2 videos ago. Tell you the truth, I can't even remember. I lost track. With editing all the videos and, you know, doing all the videos, sometimes I lose track of which video I did what, so.
Alfred Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been burgled.
And the game,
I never heard
and the game's
of your
graphics is
involvement.
still a little graphic. The game graphics are a little, still a little laggy here in Hogsmeade and in some places in Hogwarts, so don't worry about it.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin,
Yeah.
I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well,
Yeah.
that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it
I
were
mean,
my
technically,
own.
how much
I shan't
we've
press for
been
more
together, I
details.
think you deserved
In
a
fact,
little
I should
bit of the
probably be
truth.
going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
Alright,
I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
good, let me know.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully I'm not rusty. I've just been haven't played this game in a little while, so definitely been longer than my videos have been out for, so I'm just getting used to this. But yeah, let's go meet
Are you
Maddie.
ready to put an end to Harlow?
What do you have in mind?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Alright.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Yeah, hopefully.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Yeah, hopefully. So I guess technically that one's probably closer.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Yeah. Going up.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Sorry, have to let the game catch up.
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Alright.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Yeah, try to track them down, apparently.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs.
I don't know what this game is doing today. I don't know.
Bickles? All right. But
It's
we
definitely
must
acting
be
a little weird.
discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Alright.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Yeah, how far do we have to go for that?
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr.
Oh, I
Pickle's
already know.
friends. Now to find Natty.
Yeah, I've seen what he can do, so I know. Yeah, don't ask me why my graphics has been a little glitchy these last couple videos. It's probably because of all the snow and everything on the ground. It's definitely a lot more, putting more strain on my system than he used to. I do love the look, though. It looks very nice.
Revelio.
Grab that. Thank you. Now let's...
It's not like Natty to
get
be
over
late.
there.
She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Yeah, hopefully. Why do I have my wand out, though?
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio!
Huh, okay, there it is.
Revelio!
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
My plan is to have enough galleon timber.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio! I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Not gonna work.
It might.
Using that girl as bait. No one's coming for her. You won't just kill her.
Harlow says her friend will be resting her. He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
When we're done here, I'm going straight to the Hog's Head. Or perhaps I'll just go now.
If I hear one more mention that plans have cost us spoils, plans what was agreed upon, so if plans weren't to your liking, I suggest you have a thorough examination.
Lower Hogsfield needs some stocks after our little visit.
If a customer skips the fine print, and I have to break a few bones.
Concentrate. Can't let anyone get past me this time.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Dude, I think you let someone get past you that time. You're really not good at your job, are you?
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through.
Revelio.
I take what I want.
How come I always draw the short straw?
I don't like to cast aspersions, but I did find it suspicious when the next day you had on your person a mysteriously fresh trial.
I've had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
Always one, in there? Except this time it's not just one, is it? It's the whole lot of us, all falling prey to some delusion what seems to have gripped one of us' minds.
If I likes it, I takes it.
Good for you.
Hey,
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets.
we should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
I remember.
Come on.
Think I won't remember your face? Gotcha! Expulsion! What do you need me to do? Incendio! Incendio! I will not be your puppet!
Somebody out there?
How can I help? Expulso! The girl's friend won't come looking for her. Too dangerous. We're wasting our time.
Natty must be here somewhere.
That seemed to work out.
How dare you! You cannot control me!
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, I don't know how that worked out, but it did.
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Yeah, they can be a little unpredictable. So who knows?
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Yeah.
Hush now.
I raided Rockborough more times than I can.
Dracus Totalis.
Not really.
When we're done here, I'm going straight to the Hogshead. Or perhaps I'll just go now.
Dracus Totalis. Dracus Totalis. Confringo. Accio. Defendo. Accio. Wofana. Expelliarmus.
They got what they deserved.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have it back. Revelio.
Yeah, they should. Now, where's the letter? Can't blackmail someone when you don't have the evidence to blackmail them with. So where's the letter? I think the letter is the all else that I need still. Oh, there we are.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
Anything else in here? One more thing, it looks like. I think that's it. Sorry about that. For a second there, I forgot the way that I came in. Place is a maze anyway. I was already paying attention. Yeah. Let's get out of here, little dungeon, anyway. This little place.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Yep.
I'm truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected. Stop by Spintwitches when you can.
Alright, once I get a little bit more money, I'll do that. Because I think that last upgrade's not going to be cheap. Okay, let's head back down to the map chamber.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's going to be angry more than anything, not been there, but... yeah, you'll probably figure that out. I'm sorry if I'm moving rather quickly through this, because it's mostly because I've just been late getting everything done, said and done and all that, so I do apologize if I'm just zooming through all this and not really spending a lot of time dawdling. I just don't have the time to dawdle. I'm just way behind as it is. So
Welcome back.
So hopefully when I'm a little bit more lenient, there'll be a little bit more dawdling, just figuring things out and just having fun like I normally do.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was
Well,
headmistress
I don't
in my
have to
time.
travel too far
My
then.
portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Hopefully. At least I don't have to travel too far to get into this trial. It looks like some side quest has became active since I've done this, so I'm going to go and check, find out which ones are active and whatnot, so I'm going to go check those out probably on my off time. Right now, let's ask Fig if he can be a distraction.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it. despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say
True.
I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence.
Yeah.
Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now,
Yeah, good
to find
luck.
the headmaster's house elf.
Yeah, good luck with that. You're gonna need it. Alright, so let's see what's going on here.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry. You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
No. Well, yes and no. Don't worry about it. You saw nothing.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. If you must...
Something is very wrong with Professor Black.
Don't worry about it.
A word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Dude, I know you're supposed to get in character, but really...
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you...
Professor, I need to
great.
speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
Yeah.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's purebloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah, Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
I'm sorry about that, man. I just had to act like him.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Wow, I love this room, though.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Wow, that actually looks really good from this angle. Where's the gargoyle at? It took it long enough for it to settle in. Okay. I love these staircases still. They are fun. Oh, there's another thing up here. Okay, good to know. I'll open that later. I have a little bit more time. Like I said, I'm a little behind schedule, so no time for diddle-daddling. Whatever. No time to just drag my feet. Jeez, this castle is huge on the inside.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Cool.
Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Aloha, Mora.
Alright.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Revelio.
That must be the pedestal.
Well, bye. Back into another crypt. Yay me.
Where am I?
Professor Fig.
Oh, no way.
Can you hear me?
I am here.
No way, I'm actually in the book.
You may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Awesome. This is beginning to be pretty cool, actually. Awesome.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right.
I'm lucky I can sprint while I'm hiding now.
A staircase straight ahead.
Do I have to use repair or something? I don't know about you guys, but I am loving this. Yeah, I've always loved these weird and stuff like this.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Ladder now.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
This is awesome. Okay, how am I going to do this?
Now's my chance. That's the way forward.
Wow, that took a little time.
Can this be?
No way.
Invisible.
Is that the invisibility cloak? No way. Did I seriously unlock the invisibility cloak? If I did, that would make it so much easier to sneak past people.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Nice. Please let this be a thing throughout the entire thing. As long as I don't touch them, it's fine, but
this is
please be a thing.
Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
No way. Is that the... Is that the most powerful wand ever existed? Yes, it is. Am I doing the whole Deathly Hollows thing? That's what this fable's about? At that point, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we're definitely doing the whole Deathly Hollows story.
I felt such power.
Yeah, the Wand of Power. Whatever they call it.
Bombard! Protego!
Alright.
Descendo! Protego! Stupid one! Descendo! Depulso! Bombarda! Defendo!
Nice.
Descendo! Depulso! Defendo! Depulso! Protego! Stupid one! Descendo! Depulso! Stupid one! Protego! Stupid one! Descendo! Defender. Bombarder.
Yeah, you thought you could sneak up on me? Nope.
Descendo. Debolso. Bombarder. Descendo. Depulso. Bombarder. Depulso. Descendo.
Oh, I still have my Thunder Brew with me? What else? Huh. Apparently I have Thunder Brew with me still. If it'll let me if it will allow me to do that. Yeah, I have the Elder Brothers wand. What I do.
Descendo. Depulso.
Shoot.
Descendo. Protego. Stupefy. Descendo. Debolso. Descendo. Bombarda. Descendo. Bombarda. Descendo. Descendo. Debolso. Descendo. Depulso. Bombarda. Descendo. Depulso. Protego. Depulso. Descendo. Bombarda. Descendo. Defendo. Descendo. Bombarda. Defendo. Descendo. Defendo. Depulso. Descendo. Depulso. Bombarda. Descendo. Depulso. Bombarda. Descendo. Defendo. Bombarda. Depulso. Descendo. Defendo.
Oh, come on. Not cool.
Depulso. Defendo. Depulso. Bombarda. Descendo. Depulso. Bombarda. Defender. Descendo. Depulso. Bombarda. Descendo. Defender. Bombarda. Descendo. Bombarda. Defender. Descendo. Bombarda. Descendo. Bombarda.
Okay, we done? Thank you! Okay, there's one more level to this. I kind of figured that. Since we're doing the Tale of the Deathly Hollows. So there's the invisibility cloak, the wand. Oh, and I think the Stone of Resurrection, I believe?
Stone.
Yeah, the Stone of Resurrection. Sorry. Been a long night, so I've been a little bit spacey. Since it's been a very long week, so I've been a little spacey. Yeah, it's the Stone of Resurrection.
You're far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Not.
She's gone. Dear sweet Neve. Let us always honor her. We won't be the same without her.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Cool.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Oh, that was it? I didn't have to defeat death or anything? I guess that makes it a little easier, but really? I mean, why did you give me those big old suit of armors that I had to fight the first time and not bring death where I could fight and defeat him? I don't get that. At all.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Yeah, no, no one should, will that much power.
This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Alrighty then. I actually really love that level. Wow. I actually rather enjoyed that level a lot. Especially compared to the first two. I mean, technically the first two were more or less the same. Where I had to go through, do a certain amount of, you know, puzzles, defeat those two giant suit of armor guards, bosses, whatever they are. They're literally the same. Pretty much. This one actually put a little bit more depth into it. It was a little bit more creepy, a little bit more entertaining, and it just looked amazing. I mean, I like stuff like that. Especially since they brought the Tales of the Deathly Hallows and all that. I wish I could keep that robe, though. That would help me so much. In so many ways. Especially when it comes to my sneaking. I can just walk right past.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Alright.
Seems we
Sorry.
have no
Alright.
choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Yeah. Like I said before, I really... Oh, I finally leveled up. I really enjoyed that level. Compared... Well, technically the first one was alright, but I mean competing it again...
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Oh, she didn't have anything to say? Alright. Anyway, yeah. The first one was really good, but when I had to pretty much do the same thing in the second one, it got a little old and a little tiresome. But this third one is really good. I really enjoyed it. It had the storybook vibe to it. It had the story of the Deathly Hallows. The 3 things of all that. The Cloak of Invisibility, the Stone of Resurrection, and the very powerful wand. And it was honestly really fun. I really enjoyed that level. I really enjoyed that, mostly because I've always loved games and other stuff like that. I've really enjoyed the weird, creepy, and very, well, disturbing stuff. I always have been, so. But I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this series so far, and I really hope that you enjoy everything else so far, and bear with me. Like I said, I've been a little lackish on videos, so I do apologize about that. I am trying my absolute best to re-iron a couple things off in the background over here, but until then, I hope you guys like this video and everything else. I hope my mic is sounding a little bit better this time. Might still be a tad bit off. I'm still readjusting that. I haven't really had a chance to even do that on my off time because I've just been, very lackish in the last couple days, so few days. So, but on that note, I guess we're going to get out of here. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you witches and wizards enjoyed everything. And I hope you guys have a good week and had a good St. Patrick's Day. And have a good rest of the month. And I guess we will get out of here. I really do. I hope we get out of here and everything else. So I guess we're going to get out of here. So I'll see you right here in the next video, okay? Bye.